Kristina here, and today's practice is going to be about body lock number 3, shoulder stability, how I keep my shoulders down and back. So this is really great for preventing shoulder injury, and we're going to start by warming up with a little bit belly breath, because if we are breathing through our traps and not through our belly, this is going to be a lot more difficult to maintain that lock of the shoulder blades. So we're going to go ahead and take 1 minute and do a little belly breath, just kind of realigning our body, calming the body down. So I want you to go ahead and close your eyes, and let's just take a deep breath in and exhale out the mouth. We're going to do 2 more like that. Inhale and exhale, sigh. Good. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Good. Keeping the eyes closed. I want you to keep that hand over the lower belly, even below the belly button. And I want you to inhale into the hand for about 3 or 4, maybe 5 seconds. In. And exhaling out. In and out through the nose. And that exhale is really engaging those lower abs as much as you can. Keep going. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to do this for about a minute. Good. Let's take a deep inhale and hold the breath. Hold, hold, hold. Relax the face and shoulders. And exhale out the mouth. Good. Let's just naturally watch the breath flow here. Keep the eyes closed. Notice if it's your chest rising, your shoulders rising, your belly pressing outwards. And let's go and slowly open the eyes. All right, and now we're going to do a little bit of breath of fire, 1 minute, again, just to activate the muscles of the lower abdomen, because our shoulders and our shoulder blades are only as stable as our foundation. Our hip dictates the strength of our shoulders, so it's really important to build up the solid foundation first before we get into the shoulders. So we're going to do a little bit of breath of fire. So go ahead and close the eyes again. We're going to do just 1 minute. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale out the mouth. Let's take a half an inhale and begin. Keep going. Make sure it's a powerful and equal inhale and exhale. Chest up, shoulders and face relaxed. Keep going. Deep inhale, and hold the breath, squeezing the base of the spine, relaxing the face and shoulders, and exhale out the mouth, release. Take a few natural breaths here, keeping the eyes closed. And slowly open the eyes. All right, so now we're going to take a strap, and if you need to actually sit on a block, because it's a little more comfortable, you can be in easy pose, you can sit like this, or you can just place that block underneath you. You want to find, again, the most comfortable position. So I'm going to utilize the block, so I don't have to worry about my hips. I'm kind of letting those be, and it really allows me to keep my spine in that neutral position. Because our body, remember our muscles, and our body remember the homeostasis, or the position it's always in. So we want to always make sure as much as we can, we're keeping that spine in that neutral position. Because think about how many times throughout the day we just are slightly out of that neutral position, or we're driving in our car, sitting in class, whatever it is. So keep that spine nice and straight. And we're going to be using a strap to expand the rib cage. Now, most people don't realize that the range of motion of the rib cage is huge in releasing tension of the shoulder and of the arm, and maybe even, elbow pain, wrist pain. All of these things are connected to shoulder stability. But because we're all connected via the fascia, I love that word, fascia, we want to make sure that the rib cage, our lungs have room to move, but we're releasing the connective tissue here to thus kind of release the shoulder out of its socket, and it can kind of relax where it needs to be. So we're going to use this strap as kind of a tool. And so we're going to wrap it around just kind of the bottom part of our rib cage. And we're going to take 1 minute and we're going to be breathing into the strap. So we're just going to have some slight tension on the inhale and exhale. So not too much, not restricting it. It's just so you have a little bit of something to push against, all right? So we don't want to inhale here. We want to inhale, expand, exhale, squeeze those abs, squeeze the intercostals as much as you can. So I'm going to go from the side so you can see it from the side. So here, and chest up nice and tall. I'm not rounding, arching the back here. I'm not tucked in. I'm nice and straight. So inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Now we'll go from the back view. And so you can keep practicing this as I kind of turn around, show you in all directions. So inhale and exhale. And notice that what I'm doing is I'm separating the muscles and the ribcage in between my shoulder blades. So I'm creating space for my shoulders to sit down into that shelf where they're supposed to be. So again, breathing into the rib cage. All right, so now we're going to turn around, and we're going to do that for 1 minute. And you want to really focus on that inhale, finding that full expansion of the rib cage, however big that may be, or however small of an expansion it may be. That's okay. That's your starting point. Think about your flexibility and where it may have started and where it is now in your practice. So everything takes time. So we're going to do this for 1 minute. And again, remembering that the contraction in is just as important as the relaxation out. Those two combined are what strengthen and bring activation and awareness to a muscle. And blood flow, oxygen, all of that fun, necessary stuff. So we're going to go ahead and close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. Sigh out the mouth. And we're going to begin now. So 1 minute, just trying to expand that rib cage in all directions. You're going to even feel, maybe find a few cracks in the spine. Exhale, pull it all in. I want you to really picture the lungs like balloons expanding in all directions in the lower part of the torso, stretching out the lungs. And when you exhale, pulling everything to the spine, squeezing as many muscles as you can. And making sure that exhale relaxes the face and shoulders. And then you're not inhaling into the shoulders. The shoulders should not move on either the inhale or the exhale. Almost done. Good. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. You can place the strap down. Hold, keep holding. Exhale out the mouth, release. Good. Take a few breaths here. Keep the eyes closed. Watching, maybe the breath is a little bit more expanded in all directions naturally here without you even trying. And slowly open the eyes. And so what we're trying to find here is shoulder stability. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to turn around. When I lift my shoulders up over my head, most people, if you notice my shoulder blades, most people want to move their shoulder blades with it. So as I bring up, they want to lift their shoulder up, they want to lift the shoulder blade up. What it should be doing is down and back. It should be sitting in the shelf that is kind of my lat, my lower trap into my spine. So my upper traps should be kind of relaxed. If you want to kind of massage them, maybe loosen them up a little bit. All right, check it out. And so what it should look like is my shoulders are pinched together. And now when I move my arms, notice how they don't move like this. So what this is doing is stabilizing the shoulder so that my rotator cuff can kind of do its job. But what we're going to do is we're going to break it down first. So we're going to start with some shoulder raises. So we're going to do kind of 5 of each of these movements. So I'm going to put this down. If you still need to use this, please do. Whatever you're comfortable with. So let's inhale the shoulders up. Exhale, drop them down. A few more of those. So inhale up. Exhale down. All right, so now we're going to do some flexion. So hands onto the shins. We're going to inhale, pull the chest forward. Exhale, around the spine. So give me a few of these. So inhale forward, exhale back. One more. Inhale and exhale around the spine. Good. We're just kind of loosening up the connective tissue around the shoulders and the neck. And now we're going to, again, find that stable position for the shoulders. So palms up, elbows glued to the side, and we're going to exhale, pinch those shoulder blades together. So make sure your pinch is not up here. A lot of people will pinch up here. Press down. So inhale, exhale, pinch those shoulder blades together. And now keep it pinched as you bring your hands forward. So don't let it drop out. Right? So exhale, inhale, exhale. So now we're going to keep that there. All right, maybe feel a little weird. We're going to keep the shoulders down. Now, keeping the shoulder blades pinched, lift the shoulders up. Inhale, exhale, press it down. Inhale, exhale. So notice how my exhales are always locking my spine or my torso where it should be. All right, teaching my body in parts that when I exhale, I find my neutral position. All right, so inhale up, exhale down. All right, shake it out. And so now we're going to do, again, more loosening up of the connective tissue. So we're going to have our fingers on the inside, thumbs out. And so we're going to start here. Remember, shoulders up, press them down. And know, too, if my chest is rounded forward, I'm going to completely lose the ability to put my shoulders down the back. It's going to be a lot harder. So keep that chest up. But also, when I keep that chest up, have that solid grounding of the spine. I don't want to get into my back. So again, solid foundation. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, open, exhale, touch my elbows together. So we're going to do this maybe about 10 to 20 times, about 30 seconds. So I want you to go ahead and close your eyes. So I'm going to time 30 seconds. So we're going to inhale, open up, exhale, elbows together. So it'll look like this. All right, so what we're doing is making sure that our shoulders aren't raising. We're keeping the shoulders down the back. All right, so ready and begin. So inhale, exhale. Keep the eyes closed. If you need to slow down the pace, or if you want to speed up the pace, that's fine. Almost there. Inhale, open up. Hold, relax the shoulders down the back, chest up, and exhale, release. Keep those eyes closed, hands on top of the knees. Take a few breaths here. Good. So, again, what we're doing is we're activating the shoulder and learning how to use the power of our breath to keep the shoulder and the face relaxed and really find that neutral position. So we're going to add a little breath of fire into a few movements. So I want you to bring your arms forward. You can make fists. But first, I want you to bring the shoulders forward, pinch them back. And we're not pinched up here, pinch down here. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, we'll open up. Exhale, place them down. You almost feel kind of like if someone's about to tickle your armpit, you're kind of like protecting the armpit. You'll feel activation right there in the little lat. So you'll stick it into there. All right? So now I want you to thumbs up, breath of fire here. So don't let your shoulders drop forward. Keep going. Chest up. Arms strong. Inhale. Hold. Chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, release. Good. And so what we're doing with the breath of fire is the breath of fire is you're going to use it to find strength in the pose. And what you want your exhales to do is engage the core, relax the face and shoulders. That's every exhale you do. It's relax, all right? And so by doing the breath of fire, we're rapidly kind of getting the maximal benefit of the breath and of the movement by adding this breath. So now we're going to come out to a T here. And so we'd want our shoulders to be able to relax into the back. We don't want to be using our traps. So let's relax here. Let's do some circles backwards. Guys, deep breath. Let's go forward. Remember, my shoulders locked down into the lat. Good, just in all directions, maybe a little bit bigger, come back. And then forward. Good. Now breath of fire here. Close the eyes and begin. And keep those arms straight, shoulder height. Keep that chest up to drop those shoulders down. Keep going. Use the strength of that exhale to relax the face and shoulders. Release that stress. Find comfort in discomfort. Deep inhale. Hold. Exhale, drop the arms down, relax. Keep the eyes closed, take a few breaths here. Good, now slowly open the eyes. Now we're going to come up, bring the arms up at an angle. So in Kundalini, we call this ego eradicator. So you can do with that what you will. And so we're going to do thumbs in, or fingers in, thumbs up. And again, relaxing the shoulders down. We want to really use the strength of the breath to teach our body to relax the face and shoulders and keep the shoulder in that position. All right, we're kind of tiring it out so it does what we want. So we're going to do this for a minute. So this is going to be tough. Your mind's going to say, please put your arms down. This hurts. And you're going to say, no, don't put your arms down. But listen to your body. If you need to put your arms down, please do. But the second you put your arms back up, you're expanding your capacity for stress and really relaxing and strengthening the shoulder. If you have any shoulder injuries, again, please be careful. All right, so go ahead and close the eyes, arms up to about a 60-degree, fingers in, thumb up, and we're going to begin breath of fire, 1 minute here. Keep going, arms strong, lift those thumbs up towards the ceiling, shoulders down the back, don't let those traps, those shoulders rise up towards the ears, chest up tall, strong breath. Good, let's go take a deep inhale. Reach our fingers, extend them up towards the ceiling, touch our thumbs together, extend those arms up, hold the breath. Hold, hold, hold. And exhale, reach your arms down. Extend them down all the way to the side. Place the fingertips to the ground next to you. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Keep the eyes closed. Notice how much relaxed the shoulders may feel. And slowly open the eyes. All right, so now we've kind of activated the shoulder blade a little bit. And now we're going to work just to do a few rotational stretches. And so, again, not only the range of motion of our rib cage, but also the range of motion of our rotation really helps release tension from the shoulder. So people kind of always focus on stretching just the chest or just the shoulder itself, but it really stems from the core, from the roots. So we're going to go ahead and just get into that easy pose position, and we're just going to do a little rotation. And we're going to breathe into this rotation. Again, we're using our expansion of rib cage to release the tension from our hip and our shoulder. And there's that cross-body connection that we're working with here. So sitting up nice and tall. You can even sit, remember, maintain a neutral spine with a dowel. With a block. We're going to take our right hand to the outside of our left knee. And we're going to take this hand behind us, all right? So this hand is going to help prop the spine up nice and tall. I'm going to go from the side. So we're propping the spine up nice and tall, hand here. So we're kind of pressing into this knee here. And so I'm not rounded, I'm not extending back, I'm finding it in a neutral position. And then I'm going to inhale into my rib cage. So, and exhale, squeeze the spine, squeeze everything in. And look behind you. So inhale, I may come out of the stretch a little bit. To expand the rib cage, exhale. Pull everything in all the way to my pelvic floor. Good, 2 more here. Exhale. Squeeze everything in, keeping that chest up, shoulder down the back. Good, inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Good. And slowly unwind. Let's get the other side. So again, an easy pose, taking the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand behind you, just a few inches. And that's used to prop the spine up into that neutral position, all right? And so let's go ahead and inhale into the rib cage. And exhale, squeeze everything in as you rotate around that neutral position. I even use this hand to kind of counter pressure against the knee to get a little bit more twist. Inhale. And exhale. A few more. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Good. So untwist nice and slow. Shake it out. And now we're going to come, we got 2 more movements, and then we'll do my favorite pose, Shavasana. So this is going to be kind of a quicker movement. So we're really kind of loosening up the spine here. And so be careful. You can do this slow, or you can do it a little quicker if you're confident in your breathing patterns. So it's going to look like this. So I'm going to exhale, inhale center, exhale. So it'll kind of look like this. So that exhale is here, and I'm opening up the chest. All right? So you can do it a little bit slower. We're going to do this just for 1 minute, and then we're going to lie down on the ground and do a little mid-torso rotational stretch, and then we'll be done. So this may seem a little bit different for a lot of people. It's kind of similar to a Kundalini movement. So again, be aware of your spine position and be safe. So we're going to take 1 minute. So it's hand to the heart, solar plexus, right? So we're going to exhale, inhale, center, exhale. So make sure that exhale is engaging, tightening that core so that we can open up the chest here, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer now. So exhale, inhale, exhale. Remember, you can go a little bit slower, but you're really throwing that arm back. Keep the eyes closed. Sharp, strong exhales. If you need to stop and take a breath, please do, and then start again. Inhale, center. Hold the breath. And exhale, release. Hands onto the knees. Keep the eyes closed. Just a few breaths here. Noticing the changes. Noticing the difference between stress and relaxation. And slowly open the eyes. All right, and we got one last stretch. And we just stretched out the lower belly rotation, but now we're going to work the mid-spine. And so we're going to go ahead. I'm going to adjust myself. We're going to go ahead and lie on the back. And let's start with our right knee up. All right? And we're going to kind of come onto our side. So you can even make sure the hips are perpendicular to the ground. This knee is going to be in a 90-degree angle across the body. So you're going to touch that to the ground. And you're going to take this right arm up to the ceiling. So really focusing on the shoulder down the back like we were doing before. And you're going to inhale into the belly. And exhale, reach that arm back. So make sure your shoulder's not coming back by your ear. And it's really sitting into that shelf. So inhale, come up. Exhale. Keep that knee to the ground. And then you can just kind of inhale, exhale. And let's just kind of move the arm around. Let's bring the palm down, palm up. Deep breaths here. Again, loosening up the shoulder. Let's bring it up over the head. So making sure the shoulders are down the back. Let's take a few breaths here. So inhale to the belly. Exhale. Squeeze everything in, just like we were doing in the seated position. So inhale, come out of the stretch a little, exhale. Try to drop that shoulder to the ground. Squeezing all the way to the lower belly. One more, inhale. And exhale. And then on your own, you can kind of find points where you find the most tension. And take a few breaths there. Remember, the exhale is what's releasing the tension. So finding where you are most tense it's the most important thing. So we're just going to slowly come out of this stretch. Let's kind of bring both knees up. Bring the knees side to side. All right, let's get the other side. So extend that right leg out. We're going to kind of come onto our side. Bring that left knee up and over into that 90-degree position. That bottom leg is nice and straight. Again, hips, lower back perpendicular to the ground. So we're focusing here, not into the lower back. And so let's bring our left arm up. Again, practice that shoulder blade down the back. All right? Find that that stable position. And that's the constant of the shoulder. So we're going to inhale into the belly. Expand the rib cage. Exhale, drop that arm back. Squeeze all the way to the lower belly. In. Good. Inhale, you can reach the arm up again. Exhale, drop it down. And then just kind of move it around, wave it around. Palm up over the head. You can then face the palm down to the ground. down by your glutes and your hamstrings. Now find that spot that you have most tension, maybe, and bring it up by the ear. Now inhale to the rib cage. Exhale, try to drop that left shoulder to the ground. And keeping this knee as pressed down as you can so your hips are stable. A few more breaths here. One last breath. Good, and slowly bring that left knee up. Slowly coming out. Hands down to your side. Just kind of bring the knees side to side. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Massage that lower back to the ground. And then let's just extend the legs out. Palms up, shoulders down the back. We're going to take 3 deep inhales with the sigh out the mouth. And then relax here. So deep inhale. And exhale. 2 more, inhale. The last one. Good, and just with each exhale now, just watch the face relax and the shoulders relax. And the whole body sink a little bit deeper into the mat with each exhale. Noticing the changes that have been made during this practice. Being grateful. Good. Slowly come back to the body. So wiggle. And slowly come back to the body, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Take a deep breath into the belly. And exhale out the mouth. Let's reach our arms up overhead. Stretching in both directions. Another deep inhale into the belly. And exhale, squeeze everything to center as you reach in both directions. Good. Let's bring our left or right leg up. I'm going to kind of lean and roll onto our side. Either side is fine. Take that top hand and press into the ground. Slowly coming up to a seated position. Got my hair all messed up. There we go. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this practice. I hope we're able to find that good, solid position for the shoulders. And now revert back to that if you're forwards, backwards, upside down, on your side. That is the most stable position for your shoulder, and it's going to protect you from a lot of shoulder injury. So thank you for joining me today, and till next time.